Hey guys, Mars Thinking here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we're going to take a look at the Int YAMCHA versus the Cell Max event. So obviously this is an event where he certainly has a lot of potential, considering the fact that he's going to have type advantage over the most difficult phase at the very end. Now the problem is going to come down to something that we have kind of seen a little bit with using this YAMCHA now since we pulled him, is that when it comes to the more difficult events, you're always stuck with a difficult decision, right? Which is, if you put him in slot 1, he can get a dodge, and then he'll get that extra super attack, potentially, right? Gets the chance to do an extra super, which then not only gives him extra dodge chance for any attacks on the way back, but he's able to get up to some pretty good attack stats. So on his best turns, he can put out a bunch of supers where he does a ton of damage, and he can look really, really good. The only downside is, of course, you put him in slot 1 and he doesn't dodge. He doesn't have a great amount of start of turn defense, so it'll be interesting to see, especially with the fact that we have a rainbow friend, how much damage he will actually take in slot 1 when we do get to the tech phase. So we'll keep you here. So let's do this. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I should have put Ultimate Gohan in slot 1 so he could have at least gotten a build up of his passive off here, but I guess it is what it is. Of course, Ultimate Gohan gets extra damage in this event as well. So, I mean, beating the event with this team I don't think is going to be even remotely difficult. It's just going to be interesting to see how good YAMCHA is actually going to be here. So, wow, the Rainbow Friend is only level 1 links. Crazy. Imagine pulling the new Dokkan Fest exclusive and you're not even link leveling them. Alright, so I don't think I can I even get the 18 key super with this Goku? Nope. That's fine. I'll do this. I guess to be fair, for YAMCHA, he does also want to build up his passive, so I suppose the longer until you get to the end, the better. Now, at least he takes double digit damage from the AoEs here. Unfortunate though, no dodges in slot 1, and again, this is the problem. If you're going to put him in slot 1, he needs to dodge, and it's not just one attack as well. Especially if, like me, this is obviously the friend one on this rotation, but if, like me, yours is only 55%, then dodging just one attack in slot 1 against some of the harder bosses isn't good enough, right? Because if he's going to take, like, 100k from a normal attack, he needs to dodge every attack in slot 1. So it's disappointing because I thought, you know, despite I gave all my thoughts on this YAMCHA over the last couple of videos, I thought he was a very, very solid unit, however still probably a fairly easy skip. But unfortunately, I just feel like the more I use him, the more disappointed I am in the unit overall. And yeah, I don't know, like, I've never been a huge fan of units that rely entirely on RNG to be good. It's why I never thought, like, UI Goku was the best unit in the game, or like AGL UI Goku, right? I was one of the people who thought he was dethroned by either Namek Goku or Full Power Frieza when they came out. But yeah, it's just units that need to dodge, otherwise they get absolutely destroyed, are just not great in my opinion. So I'm going to float off Gohan here. Now the good thing for YAMCHA in this event specifically is during the physical phase we obviously have the AoE attacks, which means he gets the opportunity to get a dodge before he attacks even if he's not in slot 1. So there you go, he dodged the AoE, so now he's going to get that extra super chance even though he is in slot 2. So that is beneficial for him in this event for sure. And obviously God Goku being the one to take the super was good, because again, with Cell Max, as much as these earlier phases don't hit super hard, this is my one on the turn, right? So 55%, if he takes a super in slot 1 from the physical Cell Max and doesn't dodge, like, we are taking damage, right? So there we go. And then we get the additional super as well. So decent build up from the passive. We didn't need all of the potential attacks that we could have gotten thanks to that extra dodge. And now we move on to the tech phase. So this is where you know, the real party starts, right? So let's see. We'll go ahead and let's fire this off so we can do some damage here. And then what is our start of turn defense? This is the friend. So we have 441k. So let's go ahead and let's grab these. I want to try and make sure I can get 7 orbs for Kid Goku while still getting, there we go, the 18 key super for you. Great. Alright, well, there we go. So no extra damage reduction for Yamcha, so we need him to come in clutch. And he doesn't dodge the super attack straight away, so there we go. 620k. So yeah, this is the problem with running Yamcha in slot 1. Okay boys, here we are back again. Let's see if we can have a better go of it this time. This is my Yamcha on the rotation, so still got 458k starting defense though. Pretty decent to be honest, but obviously that's going to mean nothing to a Cell Max super attack, so let's see what happens here. Yeah, okay, we'll grab these for you. Alright, come on Yamcha, don't let me down this time. Hey, there we go. We dodged the super, we dodged a normal, another one, come on. Oh, that's what we like to see. So there you go. That's when Yamcha can look good. And now he's at what? 8 point something at 55%. I mean, yeah, that's pretty good. 8.6 on the additional. And these are when, you know, these are the turns when Yamcha looks very, very good. Like if we were getting this every turn against things like the Metal Cooler Core, basically any red zone except Broly, because obviously we can't dodge, but if we were getting these kind of turns all the time, this is where you could say like Yamcha is, you know, potentially one of the best TURs, but it's when you don't dodge and you then end up taking a ton of damage, that's where things obviously go downhill rather rapidly. So let's see, Gohan's obviously doing bonus damage here, so we actually probably will take out Cell on the next turn. So I mean, this team very, very good, right? Yamcha, as long as he's doing what he's meant to do, looks very, very good here. But we'll see what happens on the next turn. I think I still have, oh, of course we get double supered, so does Piccolo die here? Probably. Yeah. Unfortunate, right? And of course that's because Yamcha's not a movie hero character, so he's not getting his full passive active. But I mean, Yamcha definitely very, very good in the right situations, right, and on the right turn. But I just, the more, like I say, the more I use him and the more of these turns I get where he doesn't dodge these big attacks, the more disappointed I am with using him overall. And the thing is, like, we've seen turns in some of these showcases where it's not just my one at 55%, it's the rainbow one that's taking these hits in slot 1 and taking a ton of damage. So honestly, I don't really know how to rate Yamcha at the moment because he just is so RNG based. Like, if on the turns where he looks good, he looks really, really good. On the turns where he looks bad, he looks really bad. Like, he seems like one of those very polar extreme units, right? Like, he's either dodging all the attacks and then he puts out a ton of damage, or he's not dodging the attacks and he gets absolutely destroyed. So I'm really not too sure what to think about him. I mean, again, my one is only 55%. I have been link leveling him, so you can see here we're at mostly 5, 6s, couple of 7s, so he's like halfway to being done, basically. Although we all know the 9 to 10 grind can take forever sometimes, but I genuinely don't know what to think about this Yamcha overall. I think he definitely was the perfect banner for me as a content creator to just get the one copy, do a few videos trying him out, and then honestly, I can't imagine I'm going to use him a lot. You know, once this celebration is over and we're done sort of trying him out in a bunch of different places, I can't really see myself using him that much overall. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Another thing, of course, for the Cell Max event specifically, like, I'm sure there are people out there even now, especially like people who were a bit newer when the event came out, probably still haven't beaten the Cell Max event. And Yamcha, if you get those good RNG turns, like, he could be a unit that helps you finally get that W, because his team can be very, very good. But, you know, there's no missions for categories that he's on, so I personally don't see a huge amount of reason to summon for this guy unless you are a huge Yamcha fan, especially with Golden Week around the corner, the anniversary not super far away. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Am I being too hard on YAMCHA? I mean, we saw a great turn from him at the end here, and it was not his fault that we died at the end, but yeah, I don't know what to think. You guys let me know what you think down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.